Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market leading stocks for the coming session. This is going to be for Monday, March 9th, 2015. Had definitely a lopsided downside day today. I think you're going to see evidence of that today on the scans. In addition to that, we're also going to see a bit of a volume bump here. So while there was some pretty good downside activity, it wasn't just a bid vacuum. There was some legitimate selling. Apple's posted a contra candle, closed up on the day by 19 cents. After all the fireworks action today. Some pretty decent volume, but not all that climactic when everything was said and done. Biogen had a real weak day with a volume bump at Juniper, and also Wynn Resorts. A lot of weakness today in Tesla and also Netflix. Netflix has a downside CPS for Monday. Qualcomm's the only thing up here with a buy signal for the next session. Taking a look at the financials, these are real sloppy and a lot of volume. A lot of volume was relative to what was happening with the yield curve today. But for the most part here, we're to the downside, and there's a lot of volume points, as you can see. Only one sticking out with the buy signal is Goldman Sachs, which closed down the day but above the day's open. That one was one of the rare ones that had a really low open on the day. The energy names, energy was fairly weak today, and that's reflected here. CHK, another really weak day, and RIG had a open close deviation. Downside signals in PBR and SLB. Looking at the market generals, a little bit more negative than the Nasdaq patch, I would say. The broad market was down more than the Nasdaq side. Apple really helped buffer the overall decline in the Nasdaq by being up on the day, even though it was up just pennies. Dow Chemical DOW had a really weak close on a good volume and a downside CPS, and you can see the volume bumps here as well. Deere was the one shining star with a contra candle to the upside, closing just barely above the open end of VWAP. Housing names, a little bit weak, but not really where the action was per se. We do have some things here were close to a volume bump and some decent volume. We only had one signal here. Transport's a little bit better to buy. I think they were helped by the lower fuel prices. We've got a number of contra candles to the upside. Commodities, commodities just got wrecked today, period. No other way to say it. Look at all the open close deviations here and the VWAP deviations. They all closed very, very poorly with the strength of the dollar. So these things appear to be getting wrung out here a little bit and need to be tracked and followed for some key levels. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.